Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Faerie Crossing Podcast. Oh, it might be technical issues, the podcast now, but that's okay. um, Before we introduce ourselves, today we'll explain why the Fae and humans alike become tangled in obsession, sometimes mutual, sometimes not so much, but always intriguing nonetheless. So, welcome to the Fairy Crossing Podcast. I'm Star the Wild Witch, and my co host.
Hi, I'm Summer with the Starry Ascent.
Welcome. So, I'm so excited for this. I've been going crazy. um, so where do you want to start? Do you want to start with um, the Fae being obsessed with humans, or the humans being drawn to the Fae?
I think we could kind of discuss a little bit of both. I mean, really, if you look at it, I mean, this topics we're going to be discussing in this one. I mean, we're going to be talking about a few love stories, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
folklore love.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be talking about how we interact in that self-love way, right? And
Mm-hmm.
there's even going to be, I found some Fae related love spells to share with everybody too. So there's lots of different things that we're going to be talking about. So I think if we interact on both levels, the human level and the Fae level, I think that starting point will be great. Because if you think about it, when it comes to terms of love, the way we see love and the way the Fae see love are not the same.
Right. Right.
Fae see
Absolutely.
more obsession, like you were talking, is that obsession or enchantment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas we have actual feelings of attachment or bonds. It doesn't mean you can't bond with a fae, right? That's not it. But that bond can easily become a very, very horrible obsession.
It could be very one-sided too. Like the Fae might have malicious intentions in mind to draw that human in to
There is.
get
Hey,
something
everybody
from
in
them.
chat.
Hey!
We have
Hi!
we have Courtney, we have Hillary, we have Karina, we have Jess. Uh, yeah. So hi, everybody.
Welcome, welcome. I'm happy to have you. Now, we are happy to have you. I wish that I could have the chat up on the screen. I mess this up every time. Every time. And
Well, don't worry about it. I'll try to catch whatever we need to catch. Okay.
there's a blue mark that showed up on chats. Okay, I can see it now. Awesome. I brought that up. Now, I'm really curious to try this one more time.
Oh, you want to try to put the chat on the screen? Bear with us, guys. We've been having.
Let me see something here. I am very curious. Now that the chat's actually here, I want to try. Um,
I see it below mine.
huh. Yeah, I see it. I just
It's
can't
like
get
a
it
weird.
to.
Yeah, it's a weird overlay that wasn't there before. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how to change that. I
I don't
wanted to
think we
try.
can. It
Oh
might be
man,
something. It might
that they
just be something
changed.
that they've changed. Yeah, we'll have to. After this, we can go look at it too.
I want to try it on yours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we
'Cause-
can. You
Yeah.
could leave it
Okay.
like it is right now. People would be able to see the chat. I personally can't read the chat on the screen that way, but that doesn't mean that the people couldn't.
Yeah. It'll be all right. It'll be all
All
right.
right.
Yeah. At least it's
I
there.
think it'll be okay. Yeah, exactly, exactly. We're just having
Oh,
minor technical difficulties.
this is
It's
what the whole issue was the whole time. So
right.
thanks for dealing with us.
Okay, so
Just yeah.
let's work out how you feel about Fae and obsession or enchantment. Do you think love becomes more enchanted or less enchanted?
Well, I guess that depends on the context in the situation specifically. Like love with humans, between humans is one thing, but when the Fae is involved in that, is that love an enchantment itself?
It's magical.
Right. Did they put an enchantment on you? How can you discern? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that would be the hard part. We just got
Right.
done, I just got done learning about the Lennon She recently.
Also,
And they are these, there's like two versions of this. One's a vampire version, right? And
mhm,
one's like a fairy lover version. And they both exist within this kind of same context, right? But the vampire version isn't like they suck your blood, right? They're just
mhm,
obsessed with a human. They use a human as like a host, like a parasite would, and they need that human in order to survive because they give you what you want artistically. Like if you want to be a famous musician, they would give that to you. But the more you practice, the more obsessed you became with that music, the more they would take from your life force until you were just gone. So it's like that vampiric
that's
energy.
draining your whole essence.
Yes. Yes. So sometimes you would die from it, or sometimes you might just be this hollow husk. But that fairy needs you in order to survive, right? And they just transfer to the next person. Now, there's also the fairy lover, which is kind of what you see in folklore like Tamlin. Okay? Tamlin, the fairy queen, takes a lover, pretty much this knight who was originally human.
Yeah.
And oftentimes you'll hear it's a woman taking the male human, right? A woman fairy taking the male human. It doesn't mean it has to be that way. That's just the most common version. And
Mhm.
the woman, that fairy woman is kind of obsessed with the human, maybe the beauty of, because a lot of the folklore is talking about how beautiful something is, and they collect those beautiful things, those things they find beauty in, like that. An exceptional beauty. So like Tamlin was an exceptionally handsome man,
Mhm. Mhm.
which is why the fairy queen wanted him. And then they keep him for like 7 years. If you look at Thomas the Rhymer, Thomas
Yeah.
the Rhymer was also 7 years. Both Tamlin and Thomas the Rhymer were 7 years, but completely different context, right? Tamlin was loved by the Fae Queen, probably with a very intimate sexual relationship.
Mhm.
Whereas Thomas the Rhymer wasn't so much in that kind of intimate relationship with the Fairy Queen. They bonded in a different way, and it had more to do about learning and knowledge.
Did you read? I wonder if we read the same version of Tamlin. At the end of the Tamlin, he was supposed to be a sacrifice at Samhain.
So there are so many. You have no idea. There are so many versions of the Ballad of Tamlin.
Really?
So,
Wow.
so, so many. It has been around for a very, very, very long time, okay? Huge amount of time.
Wow.
Uh, Oftentimes, the version ends more with Janet, who is the main female who is trying to get Tamlin away from the Fae, right? Because she's pregnant with
Mhm.
this child.
Yeah.
We should discuss what Tamlin is first. But at the end, at the end, basically the fairy queen is very upset
Mhm.
because Tamlin has been taken from her,
Yeah.
and
Either way, she's mad in
yeah,
whatever
she's
version you
mad.
read.
Yeah, she is very mad, and it wasn't a for sure she was going to sacrifice him. It was just what he thought was going to happen, because
Yeah.
oftentimes one of the common things for the Fae, especially during like Samhain and stuff like that, because that's like the Celtic New Year, like way back when. The end of October to the beginning of November used to be the new year for a lot
Mhm.
of them.
Mhm.
So they believed in that liminal space right then, and the fairies would every 7 years would sacrifice to hell, but not like the Christian version of hell. It's more
Right.
like to the unseelie court. They were giving something to the unseelie court because they owed them tithe, pretty much. And if they didn't have a human to give, they had to give one of themselves, which is
Right.
where Tamlin thought
But he would be the
that
next.
he would be the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, hi, Selena. Hi,
Selena.
Lady Blind Wolf. Courtney says, I read a Fae series that reminds me of what you're talking about. It was great, but I had no idea it could have been based off lore. That's really cool. Lady Blind Wolf says Queen Mab, right? So
Mab.
Queen
That
Mab, I
depends.
don't know if she's the same as the regular fairy queen. I think she's a different kind of Faerie Queen? Because there's
There
a
are
couple times.
many different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't think she was part of Tamlin or Thomas the
Mm-hmm.
Rhymer, really. So let's back up, and I'm going to tell you the cliff notes of Tamlin and kind of Thomas the Rhymer, since we mentioned both of them. So
Mm-hmm.
Tamlin, originally, there is a human lady named Janet, and she has gone to the forest where she wasn't supposed to go, right? There's all these
Mm-hmm.
things that say young ladies shouldn't go to the forest because Tamlin's going to be there and take your virginity and stuff like that. So he
Yep.
was like oh my gosh, I know what the word is. A
Money.
precaution. Yeah, a precaution.
Yeah.
So she went anyways because her family owns that part of the forest. And then she interacted with Tamlin, and they had some fun, moved some leaves around, enjoyed themselves. And she came back and they realized that she was pregnant, and her dad was like,
Mm-hmm.
well, who? Right? And she's like, none of you guys, it's way more, it's fae related, right? So then she goes back to the forest and meets Tamlin again, and he tells her, go ahead.
Can I put a point in there? Is that
Yep.
she owned it. She owned
Yes.
it
Yes.
unapologetically, claiming,
Oh,
this
yes.
happened. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. She did not care that other people knew, not at all.
Right.
So
Yeah,
then,
right.
so this is where like Tamlin also interacts with this idea of female power. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That also is a big thing with Tamlin. So then, she goes to Tamlin. Tamlin says, hey, they're going to I'm pretty sure they're going to sacrifice me because we're at this 7-year thing. And if you want to save me, for our love, and I'll love the child and all the other things, then you'll have to wait and on Halloween pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for the black horses to pass, wait for the brown horses to pass. And when you see the all white steed, that's going to be my steed. You'll have to pull the rider off and then hold me in your arms while I go through all of these manipulated things like a bear, a iron hot rod, a lion. She has to hold him through all of these things before he will be set free from the Faerie Queen. Once she does, then she could put him in the well, right? And then he will come back up out of the well and he will be a naked man instead of caught by the Fae. And the Faerie Queen gets mad and threatens to, wishes she would have gouged out his eyes and turned them to wood, and sometimes, rip out his heart and turn it to stone so he would have never fallen in love with a human. Mm-hmm. So it's really interesting. Thomas the Rhymer, totally different. It's more like Thomas the Rhymer caught the attention of a Faerie Queen who was like, hey, you want to come to Fairyland with me? And he's like, sure. She's like, okay, well, you're going to be there for 7 years. You can't eat or drink people food, only Fae food. And then he's going to learn all of these things. And then in 7 years, she lets him go. And he has eaten the fruit of the Fae, right? So he can't tell a lie. He doesn't lie. Mm-hmm. Everything that comes out of his mouth is the truth now. And it's said that he even went back to Faerie. After a certain period of time of living with the humans again, he went back to Faerie.
He also was given the gift of prophecy.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Prophecy. I forgot about that part. Yes. Yes. I forgot about the prophecy part. Yes. He was a prophet and he could not tell a lie. So, yeah. So those are the two stories that we were talking about. And there are a lot of versions of Tamlin. Like I have this book right here, which is from the 90s. Ooh. It's by Pamela Dean and it's Tamlin. It's based off the actual lore. Right? Wow. There's many different kinds of Tamlin, but this one's based off the actual lore of Tamlin, and it's set in more modern settings of the 70s of a college girl who is in love with a boy named Thomas, who would be Tamlin, and they go about this whole ballad. I thought it was the thing I thought most interesting about Tamlin specifically is that it's like a fairy love song ballad, right? Mm-hmm. It's not actually folklore. Right. It is a sung ballad that they still sing to this day in Scotland, in the Scottish culture. There's tons of versions of it too.
Can I ask, what do you think was your biggest takeaway from Tamlin?
I think the strength that she had to have in her love and her ability to do the things that she was doing. Like she was, as you said, unapologetic about anything. She was absolutely who she was, and she was going to save him. And that's exactly what she did. And she wasn't meek or mild or anything. She was confident in what she was doing. She believed in their love, in what was going on. And he hadn't done anything to harm her or anything like that. It's not like there was some kind of, this is a bad guy, red flag kind of thing. It wasn't. Mm-hmm. None of that kind of stuff. It was these two fell in love with each other, and she was strong enough to help take him from the Fae, pretty much. And it kind of leans into the woman's strength, which I like.
Like that. For me, I felt like, okay, is love, it must be powerful enough to overcome fairy enchantment. Like,
Yeah.
that was like, okay. But I think, that love between two people, but I think if you're like in love with a fae, like, is it love or is it manipulation? Like,
Mm,
outside of Tamlin, you know what I mean? Like, in certain circumstances, yes, I feel like love could overcome fairy enchantment, but not always. Like with Thomas the Rhymer, that was fleeting love. You know what I mean? The tale that I read, from the Scottish folk and fairy tales, like, Thomas found the fairy queen, right? And then he asked for a kiss. She
yeah.
gave him the kiss, and then she's like, "All right, well now you're my servant. I'm taking you to fairyland." It was very much manipulation. Um,
It's more like a
it was,
bargain.
yeah, yeah. It's so interesting because it definitely can vary story to story, whether
Yeah.
it's love, manipulation, and so on. Um, Yeah, it's really interesting. So I want to ask you, what do you believe draws humans to Fae?
I think the mystery around the Fae, we're seduced by a romanticized idea of things. It doesn't matter what it is. Okay. Our brains are seduced by any kind of romanticism,
Mhm.
including like living off the land or living in old ways or being with somebody or something like that. You get a romanticized view in your head of what it's going to be
Right.
like. And I think that's what it is.
I think it's like that temptation of danger, right?
Yeah.
That risk, and
Taboo
then like
even, right?
that fantasizing that we can do for something otherworldly. I
Right.
think that's attractive. You know what I mean? That's what really pulls us in to wanting to be with a fae. It's that attraction of what you can't have.
Or how magical it could be, right?
Yeah,
Because it's not human.
right.
Hi, Tony.
Otherworldly. Tony, hey, I just watched your latest video. I loved it. You're sassy. Oh my god. I love it though. You tell it how it is, girl. You do that. I'll send a little heart your way because I know you love that so much.
We be sassy
um,
up in here.
yes. So, yeah, it's definitely alluring. It is alluring for us. And what do you think it is about us that attracts the Fae? Is it our mortality, our fleeting life? Is it the way we have emotions? What do you think it is?
Honestly, based off a lot of what I've read and the folklore and other
Mhm.
people, because I read how people break down the folklore too, right? And a lot of it comes from all the way back in the folklore. All you hear is how the Fae are attracted to a beautiful woman or a very
Mhm.
handsome man. And I
Mhm.
think that's where it first starts. And I
The
think over
beauty.
time, maybe that entertainment value, human entertainment, right?
Mhm.
Because we are fleeting, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
And I'm sure that there's some mischief in the things they could try to get us to do too.
like we're little playthings.
Maybe not quite, but kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it's different.
What do you guys think in the comments? Let us know. I'd love to hear from you too, your perspectives, your opinions. I gotta check up on those too.
There's a lot of hi down in the comments. So,
Selena,
maybe, yeah.
lots of hugs to Tony. Warm and squishy feels. sorry, Tony.
I don't think you are. I think you're lying.
I am sorry, not sorry.
There you go. Sorry, sorry.
There you go. So what do you want to go into next? I'm just like so excited. I'm all over the place and I can't like ground
Well, I'm
myself.
pretty sure that you told me you had some things to share with me about some meditations and a
Mhm.
pendulum board. So now I'm curious because I've been waiting forever to hear about this.
So, um, it actually starts with a little bit of divination. Thank you, Hillary. So, Hillary, uh, there's a video out on my channel of this beautiful pendulum board that Hillary made me that I could see, and I can actually like have like this new way of communicating with the Fae, and I'm so happy and excited. And oh my god, it's over on my fairy altar. So um, I asked the Fae, how can I bring fairy energy into my self love? I spelled out GLM, and I'm like, okay, this is weird. And then like a word popped into my head, glamour, glamour. I'm like, okay, I'm going with it. I go into a meditation, and I see this fae, like very pixie looking, very earthly, like whimsical, and she was changing herself into different things, scary things, beautiful things, strong looking things. And then I look in the mirror, and then like I'm changing myself in this meditation. So glamour, the fae use glamours. They can appear how they want to be perceived, right? This is very common. um, why can't we do the same thing? We can't change our physical appearance that drastically. However, we can change how we perceive ourselves. So that's what I took away from that meditation, is to kind of put a glamour on yourself, not a way to like deceive yourself or get into the delulu, you know, situation, but if you want to perceive yourself as a way to have self perceive yourself loving yourself more, perceive yourself as confident, courageous, um, why not? And so I went into the mirror, and I held a rose quartz little heart, and like I enchanted that thing for self love, glamour magic, and I just said into the mirror like, I embrace, you know, my self love, and I put this glamour on myself so that I can see myself and love myself more, like see myself for who I am. And so there was like this whole little mirror talisman ritual going on. So I never thought of working with the Fae for self love before. That
Right.
changed. That changed. Like that night that we talked, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go do stuff, and I did stuff, and it was very refreshing.
That's awesome, honestly.
I'm very happy about it. Very happy. Like having the Fae in my practice more and practicing more, things are starting to feel more alive again. I'm very
Yeah.
excited.
Putting
So,
that kind of energy into it is really important too, because
yeah,
you're strengthening the relationships you have.
absolutely. Absolutely. So, you said you had some rituals to share?
Not exactly. I
Okay.
so I know when we talked, we were talking about how we each kind of work with the Fae in different ways, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you asked me how I worked with the Fae for mine, like if I did spell work or ritual work or meditations or anything like that. And honestly, mine's more along the lines of mine's very much self-love related, but it's in the lore. It's the Fae are, as we stated with Janet, they are also unapologetic of who they are and what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I find that inspiring
Mm-hmm.
for my own self-love stuff because I have a hard time taking up space or I have a hard time just showing people who I am on a consistent basis, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's fear of conflict in me and stuff like that. So when it comes to my self-love and working with the Fae, especially, during February or any kind of time where I feel like self-love needs to be a part of it, it's
Mhm.
always in the idea that they are who they are and I can be who I am. And it's an inspiration rather than something I ritualize or meditate about.
Okay. It's like a way of being, embracing
Yeah.
that, right? Okay, I
Right.
love that. I love that. You're taking like inspiration from that energy and bringing it within. That's
Right.
magic itself, honestly. It is. Whether you
It's
see
an
it as,
energy. I feel
yeah.
like it's an energy style magic, but there's nothing
Hmm.
necessarily ritual or spell work involved
It's
about
still
it.
magic. It's
It
still
is still magic. You're right. But you're also
yeah.
right in that I found things to share with your following because I know that you have more of a witchy channel and I know that's what your people do, right? I
Uh-huh.
I have surprisingly I have an insane amount of books that have fairy
Oh
spell
my
work in
god.
them.
Oh my god. Wow.
Now, these are the ones that just had love stuff in them.
Wow.
Okay? These are the ones with love stuff in them. Now, there are some controversial ideas in some of them, especially with some of the authors and stuff like that. Like Sky Alexander, there are people who don't particularly care for the way that she does things. Or Eden McCoy, because some of the ideas are outdated or been debunked or some other version of that. I'm not
Mhm.
talking about necessarily the information they're giving in the book. I'm talking about the spells that they give in the book. There's a difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because spell work is particular to the person doing it.
Mhm.
So you don't have to like their work to understand that they have worked in a specific way with the Fae, and that's their
Right.
gnosis. And
Right.
just being able to accept that, you can look at their spell work and kind of glean like where things are going.
Right.
As far as the other ones go, the other two books that I have, one's Flavia Kate Peters and one is Sherilyn Darcy, which I don't have a lot of information about. It's not like I go up looking up authors to see if there's any controversy. I don't. I just randomly heard about McCoy and Alexander. That's all through social media and stuff. But if you want, I will share some of the ones that I did find. I won't share all of them because that's a lot, right?
Yeah.
But this
Okay,
love,
this whole
this
chat is taking over your face. Should I turn it
yes,
off?
yes, I noticed that.
I'm gonna,
Have
I'm
you
gonna,
turned it off? Oh, we had a hard
yeah,
time doing that last time.
yeah, I got it. I turned it off. I thought I did.
I can put my hand up. Can people see the chat now?
Hold on, I can turn it off. I know how. I know how to turn it off. I don't know how to get it on the side specifically, but I can turn it off.
Yeah,
I know
it
how
has
to
to
do
be
that.
some kind of setting that they changed somehow.
I don't know. I'll figure it. Yeah,
Mm.
turn off. There.
There you
Goodbye.
go. There you go. All right. So the first one I'm going to share is from the book of fairy spells. It's this little tiny book. It's really pretty little
It is
book.
pretty.
But she has a whole section in here that is literally the section says fairy love and friendship spells. And it's pretty on the inside, guys.
Ooh, ah.
Right? Ooh, yeah. So the one I flagged in this book that I would personally be interested in is See the Light of Love spell. And it's during a full moon on a Monday night, generally,
Ooh,
right?
very
That's your timings.
specific.
It gives you everything. It gives you timings. It gives you a little bit of like this one's about a fairy queen who's deeply connected with the moon and the healing of the sacrum and talks about all different stuff at the very top of it in like a little paragraph here. But then it tells you all the things together because this right here is like an oil. I think that they're doing an essential oil blend. And it has like jasmine and yin yang and all sorts of different stuff. Like even jasmine flowers, like you could take dried flowers and stuff like that. It tells you the whole spell, even what to say, but you can always like change all of that stuff,
Make
right?
it your own. Yeah.
Exactly. And she has little anecdotes like on the side. Now, I know you guys probably can't read that because it's super tiny, and it's super tiny for me too, but she says things like, you can add jasmine to any spell to boost its power. This flower has powerful abundance, attracting energies, as well as opening pathways to spiritual, self-love, and romantic love. So she has these little things on the side of her spells to like talk about different stuff too, which that's one of the reasons why I like this book. It's a really unique book, and I've enjoyed having it, honestly.
That's cute.
Then the other one is one of the first books I ever read on connecting with the fairies. I think I even did a review of this on my channel. It's called Connecting with the Fairies Made Easy. You guys, it can't get easier than that, can it? Like, really?
Right.
In here, this one's a little bit different. She doesn't have like, she's got like exercises and stuff like that, but she has an exercise for a mermaid love spell. Now, this book isn't quite as prettily decorated, but it still carries, you know, stuff. It's got like a whole thing like mermaids of romance, bring me the one, cast a love spell that can't be undone, which I'm a little on the fence about.
Yeah.
Okay, so some of the wording I don't particularly, you know, mix well with, but that doesn't mean you can change the wording. This would be great for people just starting out on creating, you know, spells or ritual around fae work and using the structure to create something of your own. So, I mean, a mermaid one, that's fun, right? Very watery energy.
Emotion.
Yes. The Edie McCoy book is a witch's guide to fairy folk. And like I said, I know this book has some controversy. We're not discussing that.
Not today.
That's not what this is about.
Right.
Okay. However, she has a whole idea in here about different things that, like, you can adapt spells for fairy participation, which is really unique in spell working, which I haven't seen in a lot of other books. Like, she has a whole section, like it's just page after page of what you can do to kind of bring fairies into your actual ritual practice, which this is a great version of that for people just trying to get into spell work with fae, I think. Her love spells, on the other hand, is not really spell work, but just the talk of love spells and the fae.
Okay.
She only associates one kind of fae with love spells. That's it. Whereas other versions, they're not like specifying any specific fae. They just figure whatever fae you want to work with, right? But I think that this was back in a time when we were talking about love as in very romantic love, right? Not self-love, but very romantic relationships, bring your partner to you kind of love spells, because I do believe this is from the 70s or 80s or something. Edie McCoy? I don't remember. 1996. 90s.
Wow.
Right.
I was 6 years old.
You were really 6? Whoa. I was
1990. I was born.
I was 13.
Wow.
So the last one is Sky Alexander's Modern Witchcraft Guide to Fairies. Again, controversial stuff in here, but all these little tabs have to do with fairy love spells work. All these. So there's a lot of them in here. I don't want to show you all of them, right? But what I liked in this one particular was creating a love talisman. She has a whole section where you can just go down and create your own like love talisman. And I thought that would be great. It doesn't matter what kind of love you're looking for, whether you're looking for friendship love, self-love, right? Romantic love, to create a talisman for. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Yes.
So yeah, those are the ones that I wanted to share.
I love all those. Oh my gosh, those are fun. Those are really fun. Tony had a comment. Hold on. There it is.
Hi, Rochelle.
Rochelle is in the house.
Tony! Well, both. Not my spell work ones though. Sorry, there's no spell work in the smut or storyline based ones. Those are just totally different kind of fae work. Totally different.
Oh, I love it.
I think she loves just giving me a hell of a time.
Yeah, she's a feisty one.
Of course she is. Of course she is. And Tony says she likes the Sky Alexander books. And I do too, but there's a lot of controversy. I think it has to do with like the bibliographies and stuff like that, or where they're getting their materials from. May not be the exact great sources to get materials from. But honestly, I didn't find anything wrong with any of the material in their spell work.
It's all gnosis at that point, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. So yeah, I don't mind having the books. I don't mind reading the books. I just take what works for me and move on.
Right.
I read enough in a lot of it to be able to understand that it's not going to agree with everybody, and everything that author said is not exactly going to be the same for me or the exact truth either. They're taking something and they're putting their own personal spin on it, and it's based off what they've read too. So
right, that's what we all do. You know what I mean? We all put our own spin on things. Exactly. It's our own gnosis, and like I don't see a point in like bashing an author because they're just sharing what they've learned, and you know what I mean?
You don't have to agree with them. It's fine to disagree with them.
Right. It's okay to agree to disagree. Like
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's with anything though, Yeah, that's with anything though. So now I have a question for you. Do you do love spells? Have you done love spells?
No. Like self-love, yes. Like especially that recent talisman situation. I never thought of working with the Fae with self-love before till you inspired me. It's fun bringing them into that. The only love spells I've done are self-love. That's it.
Same.
I guess I wouldn't consider it a spell, but it was just sending energy out, and I feel like that had a role in me meeting my husband. But it wasn't a spell. It was just more like there was this dude on YouTube, and he was like, "Send out a purple light from your heart." A beam up into the universe. I did that, and then a week later I meet my hubby, so I'm like, okay, there's something to this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's not a spell, but I mean, I don't even know what that would be.
It sounds like it worked.
It worked. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
That's right. That's all that matters. That it worked. It worked for you. So
absolutely. And no love spells for you?
No, I've never really been one to do love spells. I think the closest I've ever come to doing actual love spells was when I was a teenager, and you would put A plus S equals love, that kind of stuff. Like, so if you want to consider that a form of love spell, it could be. I didn't see it that way when I was a teenager. I just, wanted to be with that person, so I wrote it all over my notebook. Otherwise, just self-love stuff usually is the only thing I work with. I have self-love candles. I have self-love crystals. I have self-love like poems that I've written to myself on occasion, stuff like that. And mainly what I do these days is usually just pull cards.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was looking at a comment and I was like, it's a new person I never saw before. So like my alert.
Is it Phoenix Fire?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Phoenix Fire.
Sorry, you're new. And I was just like, who is this? Luckily, I have never had too many trolls, so I've been very lucky with that. I haven't made it that big yet.
Same. Oh, thank you, Tony. It's a handmade mug, actually. My husband. Really? Yeah, it really is. My husband took pottery class, and he traded one of his to get me this.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I love the handle. That's my favorite part.
That's beautiful. Very whimsical.
It is.
Love it. And I am here with my mushroom mug. It's like a
I
little
like
fairy house. In there, it says so much love.
Oh, I like that. That's cute.
I had to. It fits the theme of today.
Of course, of course. Plus, it makes you smile, and that's important.
Yes. Yes. Always. Gotta find reasons to smile every day. Makes life worth living, you
It
know.
does. Absolutely.
Oh, so we are at 2:47. Does anyone have anything they want to share about this topic in the comments? Please don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Rochelle says, yes, I've created self-love and universal love candles, bath salts, and incense before, and oils, but that's about it.
Okay. That's still magic. You know, it's magic
No.
with the intention.
Phoenix Fire is a mod for Miss Kulala. For
I
Carla.
recognize you now. I've seen you in there. Okay. It's just like it took me a second to register, you know what I mean?
Right.
Oh my gosh. Cool. Yeah, Carla. Okay. Well, you're welcome here, Phoenix Fire.
Tony says your mushroom cup is very you.
And yours is very you. It's so like it has this like beautiful gloss to it.
Yes,
And
the blaze is amazing.
all the whimsy.
All the whimsy, all the time.
All the whimsy. Oh, you know what we could do? Because we both had the same. Oh, I had to show you something. You're an enabler, Summer. It's all your fault.
What?
All your fault.
Woo! You got it!
I got it.
It is a beautiful deck. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm in love. And look, I saw it on your channel. It was the artwork and the messages that went along with it. Like they paired together so well. I couldn't resist it. I had to.
Absolutely. Look at
It
these.
was so worth it. Oh my god.
Look at these.
Uh-huh.
They are so stinking pretty.
I know. I couldn't help it, Summer. I was instantly drawn in, and I'm like, I didn't know that was a Kickstarter. Why don't you tell me these things?
I did. I posted it on my community tab when it became a Kickstarter. I posted it all over my community tab.
I've never seen community posts. I have to like specifically hunt for them.
Well, there's like a tab on YouTube. It's got a community post tab now. Where when you go into your subscriptions, you can click posts and see everybody's posts that they posted.
Oh. I don't see that on computer. Huh.
Tony says twinsies. Rochelle, no, it's not a mass market deck, but I think it's still available to buy from her website. Yeah. If you go to my channel, I did do a review recently about this, and there's a link to her website in the description.
That's how I found that deck, was through your video, and I sat on the idea for a week, and then that FOMO kicked in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what if it's gone? And then I don't have it, and then I'm going to cry. So I caved, and I'm just mine.
Tony says there's another fairy elf vibe deck on Kickstarter. Since I did my Kickstarter video the other day, there's another one.
Is this a new one? Is this a new one, Tony? What's it called? Please tell me.
No, she's gonna have to give us all the information.
I love sexy elves. I just restarted Baldur's Gate, and
Did you?
Oh my god!
I didn't even finish Baldur's Gate because it drove me absolutely bonkers.
I got stuck, so I abandoned my character and I started a new one. No, I'm a Jarell half elf, and can I just say Astarian? Astarian. He's everything. Okay, bite me, daddy. Oh my god.
Wowza. Yep.
I remember seeing that deck. Just couldn't. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's indie.
Anna.
So, do you work with that deck for your fairy self-love?
I haven't.
You tried it?
I want to do a walkthrough before I um, before I use it. So that is on today's agenda, is to do a walkthrough, so I
That'd be
can use
cool.
it because I need to. I have a deck that I'm obligated, like I have a review I have to do. Um, a deck that was sent to me for a review. I had to get that one done. Um, my thing is I'm gonna do one deck a month,
That
just
works.
one, just one, because that's all. I'm gonna just batch film a bunch and
Yeah.
have things scheduled to one deck
Yeah.
a month, like one talking head video a month, one vlog a month, and one whatever a month. Um, I have to schedule it that way, or else I'm gonna be a chaos fustercluck. And
Okay. I get it. I get it.
yeah, I had to be organized in my schedule. Just because like, I want to do all the things, like all the tags. I'm so
Hmm.
behind on tags because I can't choose which one to do. That's the issue. And if
Hi,
I
Draven.
oh, Draven, hi. I don't want to like spam everyone with like here's 12 tag videos in a row.
Right.
I had to space things out in a way because that's what's holding me back from making videos is the lack of structure. I need structure in order to.
You understand that? I do. I batch record videos a lot and then I just upload them to YouTube. And then whenever I want to release one, I just release one.
Yeah, it's hard. It's so hard.
So, do you have any other decks you wanted to share? Because that was one of the things we also wanted to do, the self-love sharing of decks.
What deck do you have? Is there another one that you want to share? I
I
want to
have
see.
three. I
Show
have
me
three that I have
more.
three that I use for self-love.
Okay. Pretty.
So the first one I want to share is a tarot deck. The other two are oracle because Fae is always somehow oracle. Don't ask me why. Why? Why do you people always do that to me? You do know that I like fairy tarot. Come on.
I'm an oracle girly. I love my oracle.
Really? I love my tarot. I need fairy Lenormands, more fairy Lenormands because I'm really liking Lenormands. So, anyways, Crystal Visions is my main
That's the
tarot.
go-to.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the images. I love the softness. And it's a love deck for me. I will use it for love readings for other people and self love for myself. I love this deck for that.
Beautiful. Keep on chatting away. I'm gonna grab a deck.
Sure, sure.
Put my pajamas if you see them.
I'm not worried about it. I don't think anybody else is either. You have nothing to worry
Baby
about at
Yoda
all.
pants.
All right, and then the other two that I have, both are fairy decks. This was Find Your Light. This one is very self-love orientated. I like this one because it's about Sarah's who created the deck. It's about her journey kind of with the Fae and her own kind of self-love. The cards are really big though. Like my hands are small and these things are I can't, okay? So hard.
Those
Shuffling is gonna
tiny
be awful.
hands.
Yes. But on the cards, she has these little like affirmations on the bottom with the pictures. This one says, I will hope. And so, what the whole idea is that you pull a card for the day and you use that affirmation for the day. And in the book, oh my gosh, this is a little pamphlet book, but she gives some really good, like it's small information, but it's like really good information. Like it says for one of them, it says, I am treasured. Today I will look into the mirror and as I adorn myself in jewels, I will remind myself that I too am treasured, shimmering like gold. So it has a lot of really heavy self-love information for me personally. That's why I like it. I can totally journal on this deck. Absolutely journal on this deck. I can just use it for looking in the mirror, self-affirmations. I can use it for ideas on how to make myself feel better that day, different kind of stuff like that. So,
Oh, that's so sweet.
and the last one I have is one of the very it's one of the very first few fairy decks that I got. The very first fairy deck I got was the Amy Brown fairies, the blue box, the fairy wisdom one, way back when. The second one I got, I found at a local thrift store Yes, that one, but it's the original version. It is this one. This is the original version.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
It's got like a whole thing in it. It's cool.
Wow.
I did a side-by-side on this on my channel too. With the new and the old version. But anyway, so the second one that I got was I had gone to a thrift store. Well, it's not a thrift store. It was the book exchange, okay? All they have is books. But I went to their metaphysical or spiritual section, and this deck was sitting there. It's the Doreen Virtue.
Oh, wow.
Dealing with the fairies oracle cards. Honestly, they are very shiny. And if you guys know me, you know, Tony, good Lord. The girth of like that deck. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
I love you. Speaking of love. But yeah, the shine. Look at that shine. It is crazy glossy and insane.
Oh, high gloss.
Yes. And it makes it hard. Like, this is a hard image for me to see.
Mm-hmm.
But it has a lot of really good images. I like the way the book is, though. I like the images mixed with the book. This is one of my favorite ones. This picture is so pretty. But inside the book, she's got some really great descriptions, and I like journal on those or use it. On occasion, I've used it in meditation, like to look at as a meditation, not necessarily for self-love, but in a general sense.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the ones that I actually turn to the most when I need self-love work.
Aww.
When I sit down and I'm like, I need to do this, and then I find one of the ones I'm drawn to that day and pull from it.
Oh, I love that. The main one I use, I think, is out in my living room because I was looking at my shelf and I couldn't find it. So it's probably out there because I use it a lot. It was the Oracle of the Fairy Forest. I showed that one before. Oh my God, the messages on that are everything. They're everything.
Do I have that one?
It's beautiful.
Sorry, I was looking to see if I have it.
Oh, you're fine. I don't know if you do.
I don't see it.
I'll show it to you when I do find it.
Yes.
But this one is adorable too. The Forest Fae. Oh my God, the messages. They're just
so cute.
The messages are sweet as heck. And when I need like a pick-me-up, kind of like boost me, sort of like, it helps with that. It helps me feel more positive and have a good outlook on things. It's so tiny, and like I could fit this in my purse if I have to go somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
So I love travel decks. Love them.
It's a great travel deck. That's one of the ones I like for traveling too.
Yeah, definitely. Yes. What about you guys? Do you guys use any Fae decks for self-love? I'm really curious. I'm very, very curious.
Draven says, how is everyone?
Yeah. And
Trina says she loves the Forest Fae.
Yes, it is so cute.
Draven says, put your tags in a wheel and spin. That way you don't have to pick. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I don't know, did she freeze on me? Oh, no.
That could be fun to do.
Yes, you can.
I could share the wheel spinning on my channel.
Either I'm freezing or she's freezing. I don't know which. Oh boy. Oh boy. We've been having trouble with technology for a few times now.
There we go. Am I back?
I see you.
Okay. I don't know what happened.
I hear you. I don't know either.
I don't know.
I was a little worried it was me.
No, it's me having the internet sucks in here.
Maybe you need to do some like offerings to the Fae for your technical difficulties.
Yeah, they're probably interfering.
Draven says, I don't have any Fae decks, but I know who to go to for Rex.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. I think summer would be your number one go-to, honestly, because I mean, you specialize in Fae. You know what I
Good.
mean?
Yeah.
So go to summer, check out her channel. So, oh my gosh,
I'll
it's
enable
been so
you. It's
fun.
okay. I will totally enable you. I'm good with it.
Yeah,
I don't mind.
Tony, let me know that elf one, okay? Please, like,
Yes, you
help a
have to
girl
send it
out.
to us. Yeah, help. Yes. We need to know. We
We
really need to
need
know.
absolutely.
Like I said in my other video, I have Fae FOMO bad. Really, really bad.
Oh,
I
yeah.
will see a deck I don't have on somebody else's channel and I'm just dying. I got one of my unicorn decks, which was the Victorian Fairy Tarot, because
Mhm.
she did a Kickstarter for a second edition. My second unicorn deck is the Heart of Fairy, the Brian Froud, Wendy Froud one.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Oh, so expensive.
Mm.
Selena
I
says
just,
we're entering Mercury retrograde.
oh no, not the Gatorade.
Not the not the Gatorade.
I know it's not Fae related at all, but I did knock off one of my unicorn decks off of my
Did
list.
you?
Yes, I did. Yes, I
What is
did.
that one?
The the Voice of the Trees Oracle by
Oh,
Mickey Mueller, who does have a YouTube channel. So this is all about the Ogham, the Celtic tree alphabet. Um, I wanted this for alongside like my Ogham studies,
yeah.
and it was $20 used on Amazon. It's out of print. It's out of freaking
$20
print.
used. That's good.
Like when you were talking about finding decks on eBay, I was
Yeah.
looking. I was willing to pay $80 for this deck. I was
Wow.
talking to someone in Australia, and I'm like, "Can you take the price down a little bit?" I'm trying to haggle. They didn't want to budge. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to look on Amazon because F it.
Why not?
And I
Yeah.
thought 20, the box is beat up. It's beat. Someone beat the, you know what I mean? But like, at least like the cards are fine. The book is fine. The box just had a rough time with its previous owner, but I'm
That's okay.
okay with that. I want the cards.
Yep.
I want the book. I'm happy. I'm very, very. I've been wanting it for years and years and years. I got it now, so yay!
Hey, I feel like even that's a part of self-love.
Yeah, treating yourself.
Absolutely. Treating yourself, especially with
Absolutely.
something you've been wanting for a while. Heck yeah, that's part of self-love. That right there is your own self-love ritual.
Spoil yourself with fairy treasures.
Yeah. Why not? I can't wait
Yes.
to show some people some of my fairy treasures. I've got a book that was both disheartening and then not disheartening at the same time that I can't wait to share, but I can't share it yet.
I'm excited. I know what it is, right?
I
But I'm
know.
not gonna
There's a
say
whole
anything.
process that goes with it, so it's going to be like a whole video, guys. It's insane. It's
It's very
insane.
exciting.
You remember
Very
I'm doing
exciting.
that self-learning thing, right?
Yeah.
And the bookbinding part. My husband got me an entire bookbinding kit.
Yeah, you said that.
Oh, I'm going to be working with that. So it's going to be like a whole freaking process. Hello, universe. Thank you so much for giving me exactly what I want.
I love it. Yes, the Fae blessings. um, I didn't know Brian Froud had a runes book.
He does, actually. Okay, so I
Oh,
borrow locally. There's a local like used tarot shop. And one of the ladies who owns it, she gets used books off of eBay and stuff like that. She buys them in like these lots and she gets really strange books in. She got a bunch of Brian Froud ones in. I borrowed them from the library. So I had to write my name down and everything and have to return them. But I have that on my reading list on my shelf right now for the Brian Froud
oh
stuff. Hold on a second.
wow.
Hold on a second. Oh, you guys, this is a crazy amount of books I borrowed.
Oh my goodness. Why couldn't you just buy them? Just like give me them.
Well, some of them are out of print. print and not as easy to get, but they're not
Oh,
on my list of
no.
like I have to have. See this?
Oh, got you. Got you. Oh, my.
I don't know if I have the runes one though. This one is Brian Froud's Fairylands.
Aw.
And it's The Wildwood by Charles DeLint. I really want this book. Like, this is one of the ones I'll definitely spring for. Then it has Brian Froud's Goblin Companion.
Ooh.
Oh, here it is. Brian Froud's The Runes of Elfland.
Ooh.
So, it's got, like, the Rune of Prophecy in it. I don't know how well you guys can see that. It's a really big book.
Ooh.
And the artwork.
Ooh.
It's got some cool stuff in it, yeah.
Wow.
The Rune of Loss.
Ooh.
So there's a lot in this book that's really interesting. And then I have The Land of Froud.
Oh, wow.
Another version of the Brian Froud's Goblins, just a bigger, more gigantic form with other stuff in it.
I have a soft spot for goblins.
My
husband calls me a goblin.
The last one is huge. This book is huge.
Oh my god. Wow.
But it's Faery's Tales by Brian and Wendy Froud.
Wow.
So I have all of these to read, and I will do reviews on my channel, but these are all books I don't actually own. I just borrowed them from my local shop. I'm going to have to return them, unfortunately.
That has to be hard to return them.
It is. Sure. It is hard. It is so hard because I want all of them, okay? I told you, I have fairy FOMO. Rochelle, you have such a fabulous book collection, Summer. Thank you.
I agree. Really. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I'll be reading all of those, doing reviews, and tell everybody all about it as the year moves forward before I have to return them.
Fairy books would you say you have? Just on the top of your head? Or yes?
A lot? I have like a whole shelf of books up here. Do we count fairy fiction?
Why not? Why not?
I mean, if you count fairy fiction, I don't have a library of fairy stuff yet. I'm working on it. Okay, once I have 100 books, I'll count it as a library. Once 100 specific fairy books, not even fiction, but just the fairy like folklore-ish kind of stuff, I will consider that a library of fairy books. But the fiction books are kind of hit or miss. Sometimes they have fae in them, sometimes they don't, and they're not always just fae only.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, since you were on like what's considered fae, what's not, I was looking into harpies because I thought they were fae. I thought they were fae all these years. Apparently they're not. I think it's because they have wings. I thought, oh, yeah, harpies are fae. Apparently they're in like a whole category called snatchers that are not fae. I thought they were fae. Huh.
So, I mean, the weird part, and this is where you get people who have difference in opinions with some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Harpies and griffins and stuff like that can fall very heavily more into mythology rather than fae category.
Right.
But at the same time, a lot of that mythology can also fall into the fae category based off modern terms.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of, I don't know, controversy there. Hi, Emily.
Hey. It's good to see you.
So there's definitely some up in the air stuff about it because there are people who believe ghost stories fall into the fae category.
Right.
So it's just, exactly. I think it has to do with culture and maybe some personal gnosis, right? But the fae, in a general sense, are really hard to categorize because even the fae, as a general sense, can also fall under mythology.
Right.
So there's a lot of intermingling that happens.
it's so hard, and like I guess it would come down to personal discernment. You know what I mean?
In the end, yes, you would have to just decide for yourself where you would put those
Right.
categories. I don't think I personally would put harpy under fae.
Yeah. It's interesting because I thought for the longest time they were, and then I started really looking into them. Because I guess it was a lack of knowledge, ignorance, you know what I mean? On
I
my
don't even think it's
part.
that. I don't think it's ignorance at all, or even lack of knowledge. It's just the way that it's sometimes presented to people, you know? And
Right.
so for me, when I think of the fae, oftentimes if I'm saying something is fae, it's usually other world, like
Mm-hmm.
the coincision of another world beside us,
Right.
the fae other world, fairyland, right?
Right.
And inside fairyland, you can have all sorts of things. You can have goblins and unicorns and spirits and hobs and all sorts of interesting creatures that people probably haven't even come across yet,
Right.
including
Exactly.
elementals. And there's a lot of people who don't claim elemental under the fae category either.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Right.
a
Right.
big what do you choose kind of thing.
Yeah. Personal gnosis. Yeah. It's so interesting how there's just different, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. My brain is so frazzled.
It's okay. I understand.
Oh my god. You have no idea.
The
Things have
fae
been
is
in
a
my
big
brain.
subject. So
Yeah,
it
it is.
encompasses so much that it's bound to have those really big things to go through sometimes. And you're gonna have people who disagree with you, and you'll have people who agree with you. And
Right.
it's like the spelling of fae or fairy and stuff like that too.
Oh, there's so many.
Yeah,
And I think it's less of a matter of what's right and what's wrong. You know, some people might have that, but it's just it what aligns with you ultimately.
exactly. Yes,
Yeah. Hey,
yes.
Miss Tarot
Hi,
D.
Miss Tarody.
Hey, Queen. But what do you think? Like, we are like 13 minutes over. You ready to wrap up?
Yeah, I think we can wrap up. Do you want to talk about March?
March. That is happening on your channel.
It is. We will be doing
Yes,
the March version of the podcast on my channel, Leprechauns. And I don't know what else will be involved, okay?
luck, right? I think we
Maybe.
talked about
Maybe luck.
luck.
Yeah, I think we might talk about luck. We're going to talk about luck and leprechauns and I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure what else, but it'll be things like that.
Yeah.
We are, however, steering clear of St. Patrick's Day as a general
Right.
talk.
Right.
That's not what we're talking about. We're
We
talking
don't
about
want to get
fairy
into that.
fairy stuff. There's a
We can
line.
treasure into it too if you want, but we'll talk about
Yeah,
that
definitely.
privately, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yes. And if you guys have ideas of stuff you want us to broach for March or any other month, just let us know and we will see which month they fit in.
Yes. If you have any suggestions, we are open. Pretty open.
Yeah, pretty open.
Pretty open.
Yeah, Miss Tarot D, you're coming in right at the very end here.
You're more than welcome to watch the replay. Thank you for stopping by. Like,
Absolutely.
we appreciate all of your support, all of you. Love you guys.
Rochelle, she's like, they're always after me, Lucky Charms.
Not be lucky charms.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, what was it? Balloons and oh, there was like a
Oh
whole
my
little
gosh.
like the commercial in the
Right.
red balloons.
Right.
I
Right.
don't
I always liked
remember
the
it. It's been
rainbows.
so
I liked all
long.
the rainbows though. I was always eating the rainbows out of the Lucky Charms.
I think all the marshmallows tasted the same, but when I was a little kid, I used to think they tasted all
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. I
And then
agree
if
with
you
that.
become an adult, the magic is ruined.
Yes.
All these
Sometimes.
preservatives and artificial
If
colors and
if you let it be ruined, okay? It's only ruined if you let it.
oh my
Perception.
gosh. But well, Lucky Charms and
Is a cereal, yes. Lucky Charms is
cereal.
a
Yeah,
cereal.
yeah. It's a cereal here in America. I don't know if they have that elsewhere, but
I do not know.
I don't know.
It's remember it as a
God.
kid.
Childhood memories, I'll tell you.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my
Unlock
gosh.
that kind of self-love right there.
Exactly. Thank you all for hanging out with us. It's been a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
And until next time, we'll see you in the next one.
Have a very great day.
Stay wild and whimsical.